You probably don't know me, but odds are you feel bad for me. You see, I'm Prospector's wife, Tara. I know what you're thinking. Oh, that poor woman. The truth is, he's the sweetest guy. Most of the time. But when he starts rambling, yeah, you have no idea. It's actually far worse than you can imagine. Here's a little taste of my world. It's time for Prospector's Picky Pet Peeves on Rock 107.
Let's start with the self-checkout philosopher. Yeah, the line's backed up. People are shifting weight, doing that silent, like, come on, with their body language. And this guy's treating the screen like it's a college entrance exam. Well, would you like to donate? Let me think about that. No thinking. This isn't a life decision. Hit a button and let's get going.
Seriously?
The car that creeps at red lights. You know, at a red light, you're supposed to stop. That's the whole agreement we as a society made. But there's always one inching forward, and then another inch, and then another, like they're trying to bully the light into turning green. It's not scared of you. You're not helping anything, and you look ridiculous.
Good Lord.
And the Bluetooth yeller. You don't see a phone, but you hear a full volume conversation like it's a live performance. No, I told him Tuesday. I don't know. Buddy, we're at a gas station. I didn't buy a ticket to the show, and now I know way too much about you and your cousin's life.
Nobody cares. You think that was bad? Try living with him. Love you, honey. Mean it.
One of the biggest bands in the world, and they just changed guitar players.
Mid-run, like it was nothing.
And somehow it works so well that almost nobody questions it.
Good morning. It's the Prospector Show on Rock 107.
Now, Kate, if you want to know the story behind the switch and how it stuck, well, that's coming up this afternoon. Maybe on your ride home, stuck on 81 or crawling on the Cross Valley.
Who is it? What band? And how did that even happen?
Yeah.
Find out as Hoover ties in a rock block into Hoover's Day in Rock.
The classic rock timeline around 4:15 this afternoon today. There's only one driving solution where nobody knows the rules.
But everybody thinks they're right.
And we're going to get more of them in NEPA coming up on Rock 107. Hours of your life gone. Just sitting there, staring at a car that won't move because nobody knows who's supposed to go. And not because of an accident or traffic, because of confusion.
Good morning. It's the Prospector Show on Rock 107.
And Strasburg just got over $400,000 a grant to redesign a busy intersection, and they're going to put in a roundabout.
Now, look, I get it. The experts say that they're safer, smoother, and they're better for traffic.
And they are, Kate, but that assumes one thing. People know what they're doing.
This is NEPA. We still treat a four-way stop like it's a group therapy session.
You drop the circle in the middle of that, and now, well, it's a social experiment.
Feels like merging onto 81 near Montage when cars are blazing by at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Or, getting rerouted through Scranton during a parade, or just, hoping for the best in NEPA anyway.
Somewhere in all this, there's one person who's doing it correctly, but nobody trusts them.
Because roundabouts aren't the problem. It's giving NEPA drivers options that are the problem.
So let's break it down. Are you ready? Here are the top 5 drivers who mess up a roundabout. Here we go. Number 5, the full stop philosopher. This guy comes to a complete stop in a roundabout like they're waiting for a handwritten invitation to proceed.
The top 5 drivers who mess up a roundabout. Number 4, the you go, no you go negotiator. Waving people through, smiling, creating absolute chaos while they're thinking they're helping.
Number 3, the slingshot hero. He hits that circle like it's turn 3 at Pocono. No brake, no hesitation, just and horsepower.
The top 5 drivers who mess up a roundabout. Number 2, the lost tourist doing laps. Miss the exit over and over. Now they're just orbiting like a satellite over Dixon City.
And the number 1 driver who messes up a roundabout, the guy who thinks they cause tornadoes. There you have it. Grabbing a bite at Lee Park Grill before heading out. Let's see what the roads are doing. Here's Rock 107 traffic from the Northeast Pennsylvania Jeep Dealer Traffic Center.
Rock 107 traffic is brought to you by Long Productions. Mother's Day weekend boxing celebration Saturday, May 9th at the Holiday Inn in Dunmore. The main event is JP Hale from Ireland plus 8 local boxers. The Golden Ticket is back with prizes and giveaways all night. Get your tickets now at 570-866-2365. The smell hits first.
Not when you walk into the studio here at Rock 107. We're talking about smoke off the grills and people lining up before they even know what they're ordering. That steady flow where nobody's just walking past. They're stopping. They're shopping.
Good morning. It's a Prospector Show on Rock 107.
And Kate, that encapsulates Smoked in the Valley. It's back May 29th and 30th at the Duryea VFW. 2 days of food and live music and a crowd that shows up ready. And if you got something to sell, you really need to be a part of it.
Food trucks, craft vendors, coolers cracking open, and people actually hanging out and not just rushing through.
And it all supports the Duryea VFW, and it's presented by Dennison Supply and Rock 107.
Vendor spots are still open, so you can grab one now by calling 570-207-8561.
Yeah, don't be left out. Smoked in the Valley 2026. Details at rock107.com. A normal night out turns into a phone call nobody wants to get.
Because apparently something left the building that wasn't supposed to.
And instead of a simple fix, it turns into a full-blown situation.
Another Prospector prank call is on the way on Rock 107.
Northeast PA's Classic Rock 107. Good morning, I'm Prospector. Time for another Prospector phone prank. I got an email. A woman named Amber said, my boyfriend and I were out bowling the other day with my friend Denise and her boyfriend, and Denise left the shoes on her feet, kind of forgot about them, and walked out of the bowling alley with them, and she's freaking out that she's going to get into trouble for it. So I want you to call her and pretend to be the bowling alley and that you're really upset about the shoes. Can you do that? So I told her, absolutely. We're calling Denise to tell her she's in some serious trouble with us for taking our bowling shoes.
Hello?
Yeah. Hi, I'm calling for Denise.
Hi, this is Denise.
Hi, my name is Rick. I'm the manager over here at Lanes. You probably know why I'm calling.
Oh, yeah. I have your shoes. I'm so sorry.
That's right. You have our shoes.
I could come by tomorrow afternoon. Is that okay?
That's actually a problem. Once they touch regular ground, we can't take them back.
What do you mean?
So you're going to have... What happens is when you walk out of the building, you walk on regular ground. Those shoes are specifically made for waxed floors. And what happens is dirt and grease and rocks, they get all mixed up in the shoes' soles, and then they're no good. They're not useful to us anymore. So the shoes are going to be about $225. And then there's a $25 processing fee.
How much?
It's $225 for the shoes, and then there's a $25 processing fee.
For bowling shoes?
Yes. Bowling shoes are very specific types of shoes, and you can't be walking around on regular streets.
I took a look at my shoes, and there's nothing wrong with them. There's no scratches or anything. I can return it to you.
That's not the point. The point is you walked on regular asphalt. You walked out in the street. And so, because of that, you put oil. Well, yes, the parking lot. It's made out of asphalt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't take those shoes back. That's just our policy. There's nothing I can do about it. Once you leave the premises with those shoes, they're basically your shoes.
Well, what about my shoes?
Well, your shoes we had to donate. We can't just sit there and keep everybody's shoes in a bunch of cuppy holders.
That's my property. What?
Well, not when you leave the building. You basically left us your shoes and bought our shoes.
You don't have the lost and found thing? You wouldn't just put it away to the side till someone was
no. If it was a jacket, yes. But I can't keep... I'm not running a shoe store. You understand what I'm saying? So once you leave with those shoes, they're tainted. We can't take them back. And I'm sorry, it's $225.
You don't clean the shoes? You guys don't clean
we
the
do
shoes
clean them,
every time people use it?
We do clean them, but we don't go walk through a parking lot and scuff them up and put a bunch of oil and grease and who knows what else is in there in the parking lot into the soles.
To the parking, from a car.
I've been in the parking lot. Let me tell you something. It ain't pretty. So
there's nothing wrong with the shoes. There's no
I have
scratch,
lacquered,
no nothing.
Laminated. That's why we don't let you wear street shoes in the first place. Look, $225 plus $25.
No.
Your shoes are long gone. I'm sorry about that.
I'm not paying for that. I have never heard of this before. Who did you donate my shoes to?
Well, frankly, I don't pay attention to that. I'm trying to run a bowling alley. And let me tell you something. I can't be running a shoe store where everybody just leaves with shoes and then tries to bring them back.
This is ridiculous. I am not paying that fee for bowling shoes.
You are paying
never going to even use again.
So, okay, $225 plus a $25
I'm not paying
Prospector
I'll just
fee.
come over tomorrow and then I'll just return the shoes.
No, you're not returning the shoes. You're going to have to pay for the shoes, and
there's nothing wrong with them.
They're tainted. They're no good anymore. And when you took them off, did you spray any disinfectant in them?
No, why would I do that? It's just
great.
They're bowling shoes.
Why would we do it at all? Because they're probably funky now. I don't want your funky street shoes.
I'm not arguing with you. This isn't a court. This is not a court. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to return the shoes.
I'm going to have the authorities here, and we'll see what happens then. Maybe they'll haul you out of jail.
For what? For bowling shoes that people probably have accidentally took off with them?
You know what? Everybody else paid because they're not cheap. So it's $225 and a $25 prospector fee.
That is ridiculous. No, I'm not going to pay for those shoes.
You're going to pay for them. In fact, you're paying for them even as we speak. You didn't realize it. Do you know why?
Why?
Because this is a Prospector prank call. It's not real.
Are you kidding me? I have never heard of that before.
I am not kidding.
Oh my gosh, I was about to...
Your friend Amber said we should call and mess with you because you took the shoes and you were really worried about getting into trouble.
Oh my God, you still have my shoes?
No, I think the bowling alley still has them. I'm not the bowling alley. I'm just a guy on the radio. I don't know.
Oh God.
It starts with peppers on a sandwich and ends with police getting involved. There's an incredibly important step in the middle you're going to want to hear. Yambag of the day, minutes away here on Rock 107, already on the web at rock107.com. Go there, read the stories, cast your vote, help decide who earns the title of the Yambag of the day. Let's get a look at the roads. Here's Rock 107 traffic from the Northeast Pennsylvania Jeep Dealer Traffic Center. Rock 107 traffic brought to you by Vanscoy Diamond Mine on Mundy Street, M-U-N-D-Y, Mundy Street.
Rock 107 weather is sponsored by S.J. Kowalski Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning and Yannison Mechanical. 2 trusted names, 1 stronger team. S.J. Kowalski Heating and Cooling the way Earth intended. Call 570-455-2600.
Right now, there's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Imagine you're in the bathroom of Chick-fil-A on Highland Park Boulevard, and there's a stack of cash sitting there. Not a couple bucks, like $10,000. That happened to a Chick-fil-A employee in North Carolina, and he made sure it was returned to the rightful owner. The employee is named Jaden Cintron, and he immediately turned the cash over to management. Jaden even tried to refuse a reward when the customer offered one, but he eventually accepted a $500 reward.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
And that hits a little closer to home.
Not the guy who climbed Everest.
The guy who put his keys down and, well, now they're gone forever.
The least interesting guy in the world on Rock 107.
If he could do it all over again, he'd name his son Toby. He recycles water bottles, but not the cap. He owns season 2 of Castle on DVD. He is the least interesting man in the world. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I buy what's on sale.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather round the radio. It's time for Prospector's Yambag of the Day on Rock 107. We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
It's always frustrating when your sandwich isn't made how you expected it. But it's probably a good idea to just chill and not risk going to jail. A 33-year-old woman in Florida named I'm Unique Clark. By the way, I'm Unique spelled exactly how you would think, including the apostrophe. I'm Unique Clark ordered from a Subway restaurant online, and when she picked it up, she noticed it had peppers on it, which she did not appreciate. She went back inside to complain and asked for another sandwich, but they said that's how she ordered it, and they wouldn't redo it. I'm Unique freaked out and shoved the cash register and the printer off the counter. Then she reached into the cookie display and removed multiple trays of cookie and threw them onto the floor, ruining 37 cookies. The police were called, and I'm Unique didn't have much of a case because she'd used her full name on the order, and her tirade was caught on the security camera inside the store, so she was charged with criminal mischief.
Nominee number 2.
If you're going to take a ride, you got to remember some things. Keys, phone, and definitely pants. Not this guy, though. Authorities in Key Largo say a 55-year-old man was spotted driving a vehicle while completely naked, aside from a construction hard hat, which, to be fair, does suggest a sense of commitment to safety. Witnesses told deputies the man wasn't just driving, he was also dancing to the music inside the vehicle and attempting to smoke marijuana at the same time, so multitasking was clearly not the issue here. When deputies made contact, they confirmed the situation. Yep, he's naked, and the man was taken into custody and charged with reckless driving. No word on where he was headed, but it's safe to assume it wasn't a formal event.
It's time to decide the Yambag of the day on Rock 107. Go to rock107.com. Click Prospector's Yambag of the day. Vote in our poll and tell us who you think should be the Yambag of the day.
If your usual route just turned into a detour guessing game, here's a look at the ride in with Rock 107 traffic from the Northeast Pennsylvania Jeep Dealer Traffic Center.
He hasn't even really started yet.
Kids still waking up, teachers trying to wrangle a room that's not quite ready, and then everybody stands.
Good morning. It's the Prospector Show on Rock 107.
And they got their hands over their hearts, Kate. The voices are coming together. Some are loud, some are quiet, but they're all in.
Weekdays at 8:05, that's where you hear on Rock 107. A different classroom from here in NEPA, leading the Pledge of Allegiance live on the radio.
And we'll tell you where they're from. Then you're going to hear them. Brought to you by Allied Services Integrated Health System. Honored to support our community's veterans.
Teachers, if you want your classroom on the air, send it in at rock107.com.
There's a band going in that's going to make you go, yeah, about time. And another one that makes you going to go, what?
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class has been revealed, coming up on Rock 107.
2026 got announced last night on American Idol, which really tells you all you need to know about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that they announced that Idol.
Yeah, well, here's who's going in.
So there's a couple more. So you heard Phil Collins, Billy Idol, Iron Maiden, Oasis there, right? Mm-hmm. Wu-Tang Clan going in.
Wow,
Wu-Tang
finally.
Clan. Luther Vandross, Joy Division New Order. I think they fall into the finally category, as does Iron Maiden. And Sade also going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Meanwhile, some big names got left standing outside, including NXS and the Black Crowes.
Does the Hall have something against sibling bands not named Oasis this year? I gotta know. I have to know.
Induction ceremonies November 14th, airs on ABC and Disney Plus in December.
What really gets me, though, and again, I'm going to go back to it, the announcement made on American Idol. Because when you think, it does make sense, right?
It doesn't make any sense.
It's kind of like announcing your retirement at a kid's birthday party. It's just not the place. Like when you think iconic music careers, you think Ryan Seacrest explaining to the people voting for a guy named Braden? I don't think so. On the road this morning, starting out, feeling fine. Then out of nowhere, brake lights. Now you're doing that slow roll, convincing yourself it's still moving. Technically, that's got to be good.
Good morning. It's the Prospector Show on Rock 107.
And Kate, wherever that drive takes you, jumping onto the airport beltway, trying to make up time.
Grabbing breakfast at Whitehaven Family Diner before the day gets going.
Fueling up at the fuel stop before heading out to Route 80. I don't know.
Rock 107 is right there with you, loud and clear in Hazleton at 107.3 and in the Poconos at 105.9.
I mean, sure, it's different numbers on the dial, 106.9, 105.9, 107.7, 107.3, but it's the same thing coming through the speakers every time.
Songs you know, songs you crank up, Northeast PA's Classic Rock, Rock 107. There's a dog walk trick going around that might make you instantly hate your neighbors.
It was just pitched to me, and I'm going to tell you, I don't like it.
Am I a Jerk becomes Is He a Jerk? Coming up on Rock 107.
Billy Squire and the Stroke, 2 for Tuesday, 61 degrees up to 79 later, 8:18 a.m. at Northeast PA's Classic Rock.
Awkward and a little hot-headed, Prospector gets himself into a lot of weird situations and doesn't always handle himself well.
This guy is really a jerk.
Please help him learn from his mistakes. It's time for Am I a Jerk? On Rock 107.
Am I a Jerk this week is a little different. You're halfway walking through the dog. You got that plastic bag in your hand. You're waiting for the dog to do what it does, and then you have to bend down and pick it up, right? Because you're a good person. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. Kate, last week I'm walking Puka, and she's depositing. So I'm trying not to look at her because I don't want to freak her out. You know what I mean? And then I get there ready to go, and I got the bag on my hand in reverse, ready to go and grab it. And the guy's like, you don't actually have to pick that up. I'm like, what? He's like, nah, you just bend down and then like we're grabbing it, but then you stand up and you walk away with the empty bag, and from a distance everyone thinks you did it. So now I'm still crouched and I'm like being coached to a crime scene, and I'm like, that's not a trick, man. Like I'm okay picking it up. That's a jerk move, because now you're just leaving it and pretending to be a decent human. So today, am I a jerk becomes, is he a jerk?
I can't even believe we're asking this. Yes, this stranger is a jerk. Pick up after your dog.
Every once in a while, you need a slam dunk, so that's why we're asking this one here. You can get at us, open mic, on the Rock 107 app. It's right there, living in your app on your iPhone or Android. To record a message, it comes right to the studios. You can pick up the phone and dial the Rock lines to call in 1-888-ROCK 107, 1-888-762-5107,
Or send us a text. You can do both.
Yeah, we want to know if you think he's a jerk. If you're stuck behind someone taking their sweet time, here's a quick traffic update with Rock 107 traffic from the Northeast Pennsylvania Jeep Dealer Traffic Center.
It's brought to you by Vanscoy Diamond Mine on Mundy Street. Mundy Street. That's Mundy Street.
This is from Traeger, Ego, and Milwaukee. Get all your home and garden needs with award-winning service and advice you can count on. All at the new Hanover Garrity's Ace, the helpful place in the Hanover Mall.
61 degrees, 824. Going to be up to 79 today. We've got to decide, is he a jerk? And I know what you're saying, Kate. Prospector, isn't it usually, am I a jerk? And it is, but today I think we have a special dispensation to call and find out if somebody else is a jerk.
I'm with it.
Here's the deal. I'm there cleaning up after my wonderful dog, Puka, because you know, when you own a pet, you have certain responsibilities. One, don't let the stuff lay all over the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? The stuff. So I'm there bending down. He's like, you don't have to pick that up. I'm like, what? He's like, no, you bring the bag, you bend down like you're grabbing it, then stand up and walk away with the empty bag. Everybody thinks you did it if they're far enough away. I'm like, I'm not trying to cheat at this, all right, buddy? That's a jerk move. So today we ask, is he a jerk?
This stranger that won't pick up dog stuff.
Yeah. Open mic on the Rock 107 app, 1-888-ROCK 107. Call or text 1-888-762-5107. And, of course, social media is a good place to get us as well.
Mike from your Facebook, that guy's 100% a jerk. That's like returning your shopping cart halfway and thinking you deserve a medal.
Yeah, there you go. Dave says it's worse. He texted into the Rock lines. Worse than not picking it up. At least own your laziness. Don't fake being decent.
Yeah, the laziness is killing me.
Mount Cobb checking in on the Rock lines. Is he a jerk? Rock 107.
What's going on? That guy, absolutely a jerk. Because that's just total laziness and a jerk move.
Laziness and a jerk move.
Insane.
I think this is going to be a slam dunk.
Laziness with extra steps. Ugh.
Get at us, open mic on the Rock 107 app. Record your message. It comes right to the studios. Pick up the phone and call 1-888-ROCK 107, 1-888-762-5107.
And don't forget, you can also send us a text.
Let us know if he's a jerk. On a 2 for Tuesday, 33 after 8, 61 degrees up to 79 today at Northeast PA's Classic Rock.
He's quirky and cranky, and that makes for a lot of awkward interactions.
What a jerk.
Help Prospector learn from his mistakes. It's time for Am I a Jerk? On Rock 107.
Am I a jerk is going to become, is he a jerk? And I'm going to tell you why. Here's the deal, Kate. Last week I'm walking Puka, my wonderful dog. She's gorgeous. She's the greatest thing in the world, right? But she does something that all dogs do that is kind of repellent. And that's they go to the bathroom. We all do.
I was going to say.
Yeah, all right? So I'm there, and Puka's doing her thing. And I have to bend down and pick it up. I got the bag on the hand inside out to grab it. And as I'm bending down, a guy walks by and he's like, you don't have to pick that up. I'm like, what? He goes, no, you bend down, bring the bag down, and then pick it back, like just pick the empty bag back up and everybody will think you did it and you can walk away. I'm like, what the hell, man? Like I'm somehow being coached to a crime scene now? Do I look like somebody who's trying to avoid doing this? So I said, that's not a trick. That's a jerk move. So today, am I a jerk becomes, is he a jerk?
Boy.
That's what I want to know. Get at us, open mic on the Rock 107 app. Call the Rock lines, text the Rock lines, and, of course, social media, always a good way to tell us.
I don't even know why we're talking about this. Chris from your Facebook. I've seen people do this. The fake bend is real, and it makes me irrationally angry.
As it should. And you say you don't know why I do it, but somebody will defend him.
You're right.
On to the text from the Rock lines. If I catch you doing that, I'm yelling across the street, no shame.
Brian from your Twitter, not a jerk. Whoa.
See?
A criminal mastermind of laziness.
Sorry.
Wrong.
That's a wrong answer there. Mike from Sweet Valley. Tell Brian why he's wrong.
Yes, that guy is a jerk.
You don't do that with a dog, right?
No, never.
I mean, we have a responsibility to pick up after our pets.
That's right.
Nobody wants to step into what your dog leaves behind, even if it's teeny tiny.
That'll really ruin a day.
Absolutely it will. It's the worst.
Steve from your Instagram, that's next level dirtbag behavior. Just pick it up. It's 2 seconds. Yeah,
there you go.
Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, pukas are small.
Yeah, but even if they're big, you got the dog.
Yeah.
Nobody told you to get like a Mastiff. You know what I mean? They got to unclog a toilet every time it goes. Nobody told you that. All right, text it in the rock line. I'd rather somebody not fake it. The lie is what bothers me. And I understand where you're going, but it's the act that bothers me.
The extra step is what's really getting to me. Eric from your Facebook, I guarantee this guy thinks he's smarter than everyone else, too.
Damn straight he does, no doubt. Open mic on the Rock 107 app. We're trying to decide, is he a jerk? You don't have to pick that up. You can just, take the bag down and bend back up real quick, and people will think you picked it up. What? Is this guy a jerk?
Prospector, he is totally a jerk. I hate when people do not clean up after their dog.
Yeah, like, what are you really trying to do here?
It's basic.
It's basic, simple. You got a dog. You have a couple things you got to do. You got to feed him. You got to get him vaccinated and shot and all that. Get the license and clean up.
Rob from our TikTok. I've thought about doing it. Never had the guts. So yeah, jerk move.
Oh, so basically you had the same thoughts of this guy. You're just a baby and a wimp and wouldn't do it.
Making me nervous, Rob.
I don't like that one at all. Text it in, Ralph. Absolutely a jerk. I had a guy do that in my yard. I'm hoping he means the guy's dog. I bagged it up and followed it home and threw it in his yard. That's genius move.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
a good one.
Yeah.
Joe from your Instagram. It's worse because now you're making everyone else feel like they're the problem.
I'm not sure I feel like I'm the problem. In fact, I know I'm not the problem.
No.
Yeah, this guy's like, you don't have to pick that up. You're the problem. We're going to prove it. Bruce from Schwarzville in on the Rock Lines. Rock 107. Is he a jerk?
Yes, that gentleman's a total jerk. Here is one that I'm guilty of. Yes, I use biodegradable bags. I always pick up after my dogs.
Right.
But if it's garbage days and the neighbor's bag for garbage is open a little bit, I'll drop it in their bag.
Now, when you talk about dropping it in their bag, do you mean like into the can with on top of another bag, or actually a bag itself that's going to be sealed up and the garbage guys take it away?
It's sealed up. It's just like, they have straw strings that just be open a little on top, and I just put it right on inside their bag.
I'm okay with that move. I hate it when somebody just tosses it in the can, because then it might get missed and sit in there and stink. But you're putting it into the bag itself. I think you're okay.
All right, because I can be a jerk, too, by some people's views.
Hey, look, I get told it almost every other week. I understand. Am I a jerk today becomes, is he a jerk? Because, I'm there cleaning up after Puka, and as I'm bending down, a guy's like, you don't have to do that. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, you just bend down and get back up real quick and hold the bag. People will think you pick up after. I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to trick anybody. That's a jerk move. Is he a jerk?
Dan from your Facebook. Fake pickup should come with hefty fines. I'm being serious. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think the fine for that should be you lose a finger.
Oh, all right. Well,
too much?
Yeah, a little too much.
How about just some cash?
All right, there we go.
Okay.
Frank from your Instagram. That's not a life hack. That's a personality defect.
Yeah, that's right, Frank. All right, so in the question today of is he a jerk for telling me, hey, you don't have to clean up after the dog. You don't have to pick that up. You bring the bag down, you bend down like you're grabbing it, then you just stand up and walk away holding the empty bag from a distance. Everyone thinks you did it. And the question today, is that guy a jerk for coming up with that? The answer is overwhelmingly, by like 98.64%, yes, he's a jerk. If you're playing Guess the Lane Shift this morning, let's check the ride in from the Northeast Pennsylvania Jeep Dealer Traffic Center. Here's Rock 107 Traffic. Rock 107 Traffic brought to you by Vanscoy Diamond Mine on Mundy Street, M-U-N-D-Y, Mundy Street.
Rock 107 Weather is sponsored by S.J. Kowalski Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning and Yannison Mechanical. 2 trusted names, 1 stronger team. S.J. Kowalski Heating and Cooling the way Earth intended. Call 570-455-2600.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Imagine you're in the bathroom of Chick-fil-A on Highland Park Boulevard, and there's a stack of cash sitting there. Not a couple of bucks, like $10,000. That happened to a Chick-fil-A employee in North Carolina, and he made sure it was returned to the rightful owner. The employee is named Jaden Cintron, and he immediately turned the cash over to management. Jaden even tried to refuse a reward when the customer offered one, but he eventually accepted a $500 reward.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
The Yambag of the Day winner is coming up on Rock 107.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yambag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
It's always frustrating when your sandwich isn't made how you expected it, but it's probably a good idea to just chill and not risk going to jail. A 33-year-old woman in Florida named I'm Unique